Welcome neighbors, my name is Holly Favor and I'm a chef, dietitian, and resident foodie here at Save-A-Lot. We're at the Save-A-Lot test kitchen today and we are going to be making mocha nut granola. So if you are looking for a healthy, low sugar, and high fiber breakfast, this is the recipe for you. Mocha nut granola, super delicious, and it comes together really quickly. The thing about granola to remember is that you always want to have a ratio of 6 parts dry ingredients like your oats, your cereals, to 1 part wet ingredients. So that's going to come together today, and if you ever want to make your own version of granola, just remember that 6:1 dry to wet ratio. So let's get started with our wet ingredients. So first we're going to put in here our McDaniel's coffee here. This is a classic roast. I am using the caffeinated version, but you can use the decaffeinated version if you want. So we are going to put this 1/4 cup down in there. Now this is becoming the base of our wet ingredients, so we need to hydrate this coffee. So we are going to dissolve it in 1/4 cup of pretty hot water because you really want to get that dissolved. And it dissolves very easily, but you just want to take your whisk and really get in there and get all those coffee granules, and it's practically dissolved already. And that's the beauty of using really hot water, and because you don't want any big chunks of instant coffee in your granola. So that's perfect. It is all dissolved in there. So next, a part of our mocha nut granola is using our Nutsome hazelnutter spread. This is so delicious, and it's going to be adding that sweetness to our granola. So we have a 1/2 cup here, and we are going to whisk that into our coffee. And we want to make sure everything is nice and smooth and you get it all incorporated together. And of course it's a little sticky, but you just want to get that all in there. All right, so we're done with that. So we're going to whisk this all together with a 1/4 cup of olive oil as well, and that's going to be the end of our wet ingredients. So this is just a 1/4 cup, and that's adding nice, healthy, heart-healthy fats into your granola as well. All right, so this is an important step. You want to get this all smooth. The first few stirs, it's not going to look super pretty, but then it's going to take on this really beautiful, rich, nice, deep brown, and it's really coming together. You really just want to get all of that hazelnutter dissolved into our coffee, into our oil. See, it's coming together super smooth, and that's going to coat all of our dry ingredients. So that smells so good. You smell that coffee and that cocoa. This is a really fun, sophisticated flavor for our granola. All right, so in with our dry ingredients now. We are going to add in 3 cups of our Kiggin's oatmeal. This is just regular oats, so we're gonna add that right in there. That's the big bulk of this granola, is those oats. And then we are going to add in 2 cups of our Kiggin's bran flakes. So the bran flakes can be, some of them are gonna be bigger, some of them might be smaller. So if you have some really big ones, you can just kind of break them up. And as you stir it, you could gently break up some of those as well. So we have our 2 cups there. Very good. Now we are going to add in some of our Nutsome trail mix. So for the trail mix, you can use our omega-3 blend or our berry nut blend. Both go really well with this granola. One thing to remember though, when you're adding in dried fruits, because cranberries are a part of those trail mixes, you're gonna wanna separate them. So I have my the nut part of the trail mix and the cranberries separated. You don't wanna put the cranberries in the initial bowl because you don't want them to go into the oven because they'll get really hard. So at the end, that's where we're gonna add those in. So for now, we're just gonna add in the other part of our trail mix in there. So we have the wet ingredients, the dry ingredients. You can see here, it's really looking great, and we are going to just stir this up and get everything completely coated. So this is important, and you want to be patient, and I'm going all the way to the bottom. I'm bringing that wet coffee, cocoa, hazelnutter spread up from the bottom here, and I'm getting everything incorporated. So you just, you don't want to do this too quick because you don't want dry pieces of your granola. You want everything to be really well coated in that flavorful base of the coffee and the hazelnutter. And it's looking really good. It's smelling really good. I love it. I'm actually not a big coffee drinker, but I love this granola. So I like to eat my coffee, I guess. Okay, so next step here is we are going to put this on a baking sheet pan. So your oven should be at 300 degrees. That's a low oven for your granola. And you're just gonna have a large sheet pan that is just lightly greased. If you don't have a really big one, you can put it on 2 smaller ones, that's fine. So we're gonna get this on here, and here we go. You can see this granola coming down, and you can see it's all very nicely coated, and it's a really pretty rich brown color. We're gonna get all that off of here, and then we're gonna get this out flat. All right, so just get this to the edges, and this is the beauty of using a nice big pan because you don't want this all piled up too much. You want there to be room for air to flow in and around the granola. And perfect. So now this is going to go in that 300-degree oven for 45 minutes, but you need to stir it every 15. So after 15, come in there, stir that around. After 30, stir it around again. And then after your 45, pull it, stir it, and then you're going to add your cranberries into it. So we're gonna put this in the 300-degree oven. And then 45 minutes later, we're gonna have granola. Voila, here we are. You can see how beautiful this is. It is, oh, it smells so good. You're not gonna wanna put this in a container until it's fully cooled, all right? So just make sure it's completely cooled before you put it in an airtight container. And then you can use your mocha nut granola as a cereal. You can have it with milk. You can use it with Coburn Farms yogurt, Greek yogurt, or vanilla yogurt. I like Greek yogurt for the extra pack of protein. You can use our Pickwell Farms frozen berries, thaw those out and mix them in with some yogurt or make a parfait. You can do it, you can just snack on this, just right out of the jar if you want, and that's totally fine. It's mocha nut granola. Do whatever you want with it. It's delicious. And it came together really simply. And it's nice to have a nice granola recipe in your back pocket. So I hope you enjoy this. You can find it on the Save a Lot website. And again, that's mocha nut granola. And I hope you give it a try. Thanks.